Okay, I thought I was going to be able to fit in one more Battle of the Plains sealed, but it closed earlier than I thought it was going to. So we're just going to do an Amonkhet Draft. Hapatra is a pretty cool card. It is a gold card, obviously, and also prescribes a pretty specific theme. But it is very good. I mean, if that wasn't here, I'd probably be looking at, like, what? I don't think that On-Crop Champion is worth the double color. I'm not sure that I want to first pick a combat trick, even though Synchronized Strike is really good. So you're probably looking at like Cartouche of Knowledge, Splendid Agony, and Wavering Initiate. I don't think you want to first pick the War of Fire either. But we're just going to take Hapatra and see what we can do with that. It's a bit of a shame. She's not like super splashable. But I can certainly sit and try to draft around her if it's like, oh, wow. Okay. So, I mean, Decimator Beetle follow up to Hapatra is pretty good. The guy to our right obviously took a rare, so we don't know what it could have been, but presumably he will not be trying to get into green-black counters. Okay. So, none of this is really what I want, honestly. I know people are going to say I should take this, and yes, it is on theme. I'm not going to take it. Absent that, we're probably looking at like Colossipede or Miasmic Mummy. Neither of which I think are like amazing in this type of setup. So I guess I'll take maybe the Miasmic. I think I'm more likely to get value from the Miasmic than the Colossipede with this start, because I don't necessarily want like 2/5s in my first two picks. So I'll take the Miasmic, but not super pleased about that. Festering Mummy, however, is something I'm totally in for. Also here, I wouldn't be unhappy with Curse Minotaur. I like this card a lot. And I think Unburden is totally playable. So I guess this is an okay start. The type of thing that I would really like to pick up are maybe some of the mediocre green creatures that come in with counters. Like even like an Henri Kudu would be pretty good. Splendid Agony would obviously be great. If we wheel the Nest of Scarabs, I would probably try to play it here and just try to go hard on the counter theme. Here's a Kudu, in fact, right now. Yeah. That is what we want here. Okay. So far, we're pretty on theme. Soul Stingers aside. So here, none of this is honestly great. Like, Pitiless Vizier is fine. The best card here is probably like Emberhorn. Is that true? Yeah, it's probably Emberhorn. But I don't think I want to be exploring a third color right now for Emberhorn. And Pitiless is fine. I don't think I'm in for a 1-mana cycler right now either. So, and you can get these whenever you want. So yeah, I'll just take the Pitiless. It fits into the curve okay. So we have some options here. Stinging Shot is on theme. Vitalist is also pretty good. I think that the upside from Stinging Shot might be worth it. Is that true? I mean, it's definitely between Vitalist and Stinging Shot. Of course, there's like a Censor and a River Serpent here. It always seems like blue is open. I think the Vitalist is just a better card. Stinging Shot is not bad. I like the card, but Vitalist has some serious upside. I'm gonna go ahead and take Spring to Mind over Benefaction, just in case I decide that I would like a third color. Like if I open something really cool, this can really help with that. Plus points if it happens to be blue, but not necessary. So I would say that this is an okay start. I guess the Stinging Shot does have additional value from this cycle on the Pitiless. Wow, Synchronized Strike came back. Huh, okay. I mean, this is a great card. That implies that maybe green is open, even though I haven't seen a ton of green. I guess I also got a pretty late Vitalist, so between these two, I'm going to say that maybe green was just not heavily opened in this pack. Nest of Scarabs was in the upcoming pack, right? Or was it in the first? I can't remember if it was in first or second. Well, it doesn't matter because it's not here. I think we'll just take Scarab Feast. I actually like this card. And this is about in the picks where I want to be picking one up. Someone took the Nest of Scarabs. That actually really bothers me. I thought that was going to be like a free wheel. Yeah, Burden's fine. Unlikely to be doing any of that. I guess you can go ahead and have that. Okay. Oh, well. This is the type of thing that I might be interested in. Of course, I just passed that white. But, yeah, I think this is worth trying for, especially because I'm in green. I have the Vitalist, which can help with the double white. I have the Spring to Mind, just the spring side almost certainly now. I think the upside here is just huge. I've actually yet to either play with or against Gideon. I don't think. So it's certainly something I want to try out. It's not the easiest splash of all time. So I do need to focus a little bit on that. Let's go ahead and pull maybe the cards that are on Hippotra's theme. Four. I'd be happy if I had some more. So I think what we do here is we take the Shafet Monitor. It helps with our fixing. It's also a good card. And we're not going to like reach for Kefnet or something here. Blighted Bat would be okay. Supernatural Stamina would be okay. I think, yeah, we're just taking Shafet. I don't even think it's really a big question. And then we have Cartouche Strength. So I would say that that is continues to be a good sign for green. I'm thinking it's probably Bitterblade here. Yeah, Bitterblade. Okay. So, I mean, maybe the Hapatra theme is a little bit light, but we can deal with that. So I'm tempted here to take Cultivator because it helps with the splash, even though I don't think it's a very good card. But I mean, what else are we taking here? I don't necessarily want a second Scarab Feast right now. Haze of Pollen is, I guess, an okay card, but nothing that I'm excited about. Start to finish if I'm actually splashing white. Because I'm giving up what? Initiate's Companion? I'd say start to finish is better. And I can always, like, discard it to Miasmic Mummy. Combo. But I think this is looking alright. I'm not super worried. The Cartouche was a nice pickup. Let's split out creatures. Another Synchronized Strike? I mean, that's a possibility. The other possibility is to go deep here. This card is imminently splashable. I basically already assumed that I'm going to be able to splash this card. But I have no way to accelerate it, really. Yeah, it's just not worth it. I don't have the card draw to do something like that. It would have to essentially come back naturally, which is unlikely. Okay, so there's that. I'm happy with Wonder in Death. It's a good card. I'm actually a little bit surprised that I haven't gotten any other counter stuff. Where's the Splendid Agonies or even more Kudus, right? So I do need to worry a bit more about fixing. I hope I haven't like missed some fixing that was there. So right now I have Cultivator's Spring to Mind and Shafet. That's not bad. I can probably expect to pick up a little bit more. How many white sources would I ideally want? This gets to count as my second white source, which is nice. I don't know. Does this continue to be uninteresting? Like, maybe I'm not really black or something? White does seem a bit open. Huh. So I can go with like the safe pick here on the giant spider, or I can speculate on like the shepherd. What does that look like? I need to do it quickly though. I have black. These are splashable. I think I'm not seeing the black I need, so I think I'm actually going to attempt to do a little shift here. Manglehorn doesn't seem amazing, but neither is Druid's Deliverance. And while I like Supernatural Stamina, if I'm trying to shift out of black, then that's not helpful. I guess I can just be in for the Cycler, but I'd rather not have to play that. I don't really want any of this. So yeah, maybe white is a thing? I don't know. If I end up grieving not having that that giant spider, then you can all say you told me so. But in that situation, I'd be grieving not having a giant spider, so. So yeah, if I was cutting out like the black, let's just go ahead and sort by color. I think these are both fine to splash with the green splashing ability that I have right now. I mean, my black isn't bad or anything. But I think I'd like to maintain the option of being white if white is actually legit open. Maybe it's not. Well, we're not taking Curator of Mysteries. We might be taking Shafet Monitor. I'd say we're just taking Shafet Monitor. I mean, Sandworm is also pretty good. I would probably play, I guess, a Paradise in this deck, but I don't need to pick it first out of this pack. So yeah, I think we'll just take the Shafet to continue shoring up my, I'm not sure what my other color is, plan. Well, Liliana's Mastery is not a bad reason to be base black. Even with no other zombies, I think this card's quite good. And I have, like, what, 2 right now? Another Festering, another Bitter Blade. Shed Weakness is an okay trick, but I don't think I need a trick right now. I'm at 12 creatures. Yeah, we want a creature here. So I think that we're looking at either Bitter Blade or Festering. Festering obviously is better with Hapatra, but Bitter Blade is better overall. And then I guess we do still have the option of, like, Greater Sandworm. What's my curve look like? So we're not playing this. Actually, yeah, maybe the Sandworm's the right call here. I do have the Vitalist and the Cultivator to help, and the Shafet Monitors, and the Spring Dynamite. Yeah, okay. Actually, I think that's probably the right pick. I have a lot of ways to accelerate to it. And it gives me some top end that I'm missing. Okay. So here we're looking at maybe Gravedigger. Gravedigger's pretty sick. I mean, other options are what? Bitter Blade or Stinging Shot, probably. Or I guess Painted Bluffs, but I don't think I need to be taking that weak a fixer with what I already have. So yeah, I think I'll just take Gravedigger. It also fits in the curve nicely. Exemplar of Strength is, like, exactly what I want here. That's great. So yeah, green was definitely open. I'm not totally sure, just from what I've seen, what I was supposed to be. Maybe if I went back and reviewed the video of the whole thing. But I think it's definitely green, and I don't think black was a bad choice. But it might not have been the best choice. Well, I'd have to go see. Gosh, this Bitter Blades for days, man. I don't think I want to splash on Crop Champion. So yeah, it's just another Bitter Blade. Bitter Blades are pretty good. I mean, this deck has actually gotten, like, kind of aggressive. A little bit. Plus a Cultivator. Okay. I already have 2 Synchronized Strikes. I actually legit don't think I need another Synchronized Strike, even though it's a really good card. Curse Minotaur at 3 is interesting. It's also just a good card. Stinging Shot is also interesting because I actually probably am a bit soft to flyers. But I think that the Minotaur's enough better that I just don't worry about it. If I wasn't trying to splash, I'd take the Grasping Dunes for another source of minus counters. But here I think we just take a sideboard for Sake the Worldly. Gift of Paradise, Wonder and Death. I think I take the Gift of Paradise. I think that it's actually about to say, no pun intended, it was a gift. Because it's just going to help me here with my splash. Another sandworm isn't bad. I mean, the sandworm's wheeling and all this stuff. I think green was definitely one of my colors. So I can go ahead and start cutting, which is cool. Nah, it's perfect. I'll just run it like this. Shed Weakness is not a bad card. I don't know that I'm starting it, but... it's strictly possible I might decide I really want to Painted Bluffs. Maybe if it means I don't have to run like the Cultivator or something. I just do not understand what a Sunscorched Desert is for. Next set, maybe, where deserts seem to matter a lot more, but even then, it seems pretty bad. Okay, so we're at 29 cards, and how many lands do we need to run here? I have, right now as it stands, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sources of acceleration, and my cycling is a bit poor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, although I'm probably not playing these, honestly. So I think all that together says I could probably get by with 16 lands. So let's cut 3 more cards. Okay. This is basically a creature. This is kind of a creature. This is a 3-cost spell. Okay. This is kind of a creature. So let's see. Let's first think about how many white sources I might need. Ideally, if I was to play Gideon on curve, I think that's probably just too much to ask, honestly. Let's say that I play Gideon a little bit late, on like turn 4. That implies that I would want something like 8 white sources. That's a lot. How many do I have naturally? I have a plains for sure because of these things. I probably have to play 2, honestly, so that these don't lose their ability to get me my second white. So I have like 2, 3, 4-ish for the second one. 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, I actually have 8 sources for real. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay. So I just have to play 2. That's not so bad. Then I would want to play double black here. No double green, but then the green is really important for the fixing. So if I'm playing 16, I probably just play 7, 7, 2. Yeah, let's say I play 7, 7, 2. So, in that case, I cut 2 more, and those 2 cuts are... Is Pitiless actually really any good here? Is Miasmic any good here? It's okay, I guess. Because of Liliana's Mastery. It's a bit loose. Because it lets me get the combo discard start. So I think that means that probably... Because I have so many fetch fixers... Wait, where'd the other Shafet go? Oh, it's down here. I think I really do have to run 2 planes. And if I'm running 2 planes, I don't think that the Painted Bluffs really helps me that much. And so in that case, I probably need to run the cultivator. That's some logic at least. I do have 2 synchronized strikes already, so I'm not really sure that I need the shed weakness. So that's an okay cut. Other questionable things are like what? The miasmic is a bit questionable. The pitiless vizier. How many ways do we have to trigger vizier? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6? It's not great. Do I need it? I don't think I do. So let's cut that. And now we're at cut 1 more. I am devoting a ton of slots to fixing. But I think I have to. So we cut the miasmic and call it a day. It does make my black needs pretty low, honestly. So in this case we play, yes, 2 plains. No islands. I can actually cast the mind off a Gift of Paradise, which is kind of fun. Actually, how is Gift of Paradise worded? Oh, cool. So it actually does work for a Vitalist, too. That's nifty. So, no islands, not 4 swamps. But I might not need the full 7. So let's say that I play like 6, 7, 2, 6, 7. With like the Shafets and stuff. And the Cultivator and the Vitalist. 2, 6, 7. I mean, it could actually be like 2, 5, 8. My early plays are very green. All my fixing is coming from green. I really do want to be sure that I hit green. Maybe that's correct. Oh wait, that's only 60. Okay, cool. Then I can add 1 more swamp. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 swamps. I think that's fine. Okay. I guess I can try this. Who knows how it'll go, but could be fun. As far as sideboarding goes, we have like Forsake the Worldly, which is a decent sideboard option. Can I not move cards anymore? No, I can't. Forsake the Worldly, Scarab Feast against some people, Waybear the Heart is fine, Unburden is fine against some people, Shed Weakness. Those are probably like the cards that I could conceivably pull in from the side. Yeah, this is great. Which 2-drop should I play? I actually don't know. Which 2-drop should I play? Let's see what they do. Because if Hapatra just starts... Huh. An embarrassment of riches. Okay. I think we start with the Exemplar, because I don't have anywhere to put the counter as it is from Hapatra. I guess I could have gotten guaranteed counters off Hapatra from the Exemplar. Because what I wanted to do was be able to like swing with the Exemplar, and of course then this happens. I have Cultivator, and then take a counter off, and then be able to hit with Hapatra and put a counter back on as soon as possible. But probably just the guaranteed snake was actually better. They could have Essence Scatter here. Let's see what they do with this. I don't think anyone's going to Essence Scatter that. But you never know. Okay. Yeah, I should have led with the Hapatra. Oh, live and learn. You will Essence Scatter this if you have it. Or Censor. Oh, that's a good point. If I played the Cultivator first, it's like I'm trying to play around Essence Scatter. They have Censor? No, they don't. Okay. But if I play Apatra first, I'm playing around Censor. Essence Scatter, of course, is the common, but it's likely that they actually won't Essence Scatter the Cultivator. So maybe actually the right play there would have been Apatra first, then Cultivator for Censor, even though it's an uncommon. Oh, they also don't have a land? Well, then this is going to start getting pretty bad. They cycled... Okay. Let's go ahead and attack. So we hit. Okay. Patra is going to put a counter here. And I get my delayed snake, but I have a bit more of like a snake engine, I guess. I don't think that was better. I'm not going to play the Vitalist. Winds of... Interesting. Okay. I wonder where they did it there. Well, I guess it actually makes sense. Because I had the mana to replay it, obviously. And so they end up taking, like, 2 and getting a snake on the board. Well, we didn't really see anything other than there is it colored. They were running... Limits of Solidarity is an interesting thing. And Floodwaters. I don't really know what to think of that. I think we just run it back and see what they're doing. I don't think I want to try to extrapolate too much off that. Yeah, this hand is fine. So, I do think I made several mistakes last game. Even without the knowledge that I was about to draw the Cultivator. Okay, they are running a compelling argument. I'm going to assume that probably all of these somewhat niche cyclers, like Compelling Argument and Limits of Solidarity, might just mean that they're in like a spells deck and have like a Cryptic Serpent or something that is worth trying to get things in the yard for. Enigma Drakes. Something like that. Got a counter today? No. Okay. The presence of this is interesting. If they actually had a white splat... Okay, Enigma Drake. Okay. Let's start with the attack. This is going to be attack exert. Yep. Okay, counter goes here. And I will just hold up start. That way I can finish if this starts to become a problem. It's not really a problem right now. Okay. Cast start. Okay. mean, he could really easily eat one of these. So, I don't know that I necessarily attack. What do I do, though? I could cycle. Like, this Wonder in Death isn't looking amazing. I think the Sandworm is castable this game, so let's go ahead and cycle this. See what we get. Just land. Okay. I'm not going to attack. The 1 damage that I would get is just not worth it, I don't think. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. That's going to be a big issue. Well, let's start with this. Okay. I think what we really want to do is find my next planes. So that way I could Gideon plus to break the shield and then pop it. Yeah, that's probably what we're going to do. We're probably going to cycle the Sandworm now. Well, Sandworm is just a way to try to win. But I'm like 2 turns off casting it. Do I have the luxury of doing that? I don't know. Let's see what happens here. Another Drake. That doesn't really change much. I don't think I cycle it. Shit. Okay. Well, next turn I can play either Glyph Keeper. So Stinging Shot is definitely coming in. Yep. Wondering if it was correct to cycle the Sandworm, actually. Nimble Blade, it's not that scary. Obviously we don't do it now. I might just have to cycle the Chafette, which is going to make it even worse that I didn't cycle this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I think I have to cycle the Chafette. It costs 4. Let's just go ahead and do it right now. Okay. So I go and I get my other planes. And I draw Cartouche of Strength. Of course. I should have left up the green. So the problem is, if I just Gideon, it doesn't really do anything. I have to wait until next turn. In which case I can kill the Glyph Keeper. And then I can like try to Cartouche the Glyph Keeper. Okay. So, I think I don't attack. I don't think there's anything for me in attacking. So next turn I'm definitely playing Gideon Finish. Ooh. He must have some way to deal with this. Okay. So obviously we block here. 5, 6, 7, 8. You have to have 2 instants. Oh, you can just have that. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That didn't go as well. Of course unless my opponent plays spells, you know. um. Okay, so where is? Oh wait, did I never get a stinging shot? Oh, that's bad. I really thought I had one on my sideboard over here. Okay then. What do we do about that? Okay, I think I pull in Scarab Feast, and I think I pull in Lay Bare the Heart. And not Lay Bare the Heart. Well, what's bad? How about that? Let's start with that. I mean, none of this is like terrible. Let's pull in Unburden Scarab Feast. Haze of Pollen is actually also interesting against junk like that. Okay, let's do that. Let's pull in Haze of Pollen Scarab Feast. And we pull out... I did just pull in 2 cyclers, so I might be able to shave a land. 1 land. So I'll shave 1 swamp. And... actually, I don't think that's right. I think I shaved 1 forest. This is a black cycler I just pulled in. And I pull out, I don't know, just something mediocre, like, Kudu, maybe. Okay. I will play first. This hand is good. Actually, it's quite good. Okay. So, I'm not going to make the same mistake this time. Hapatra goes first. Watch, they're going to have Magma Spray. Do you have Magma Spray? They didn't have it there. Okay. If he has a counter, I'd rather he counter the Bitterblade. So let's do this. Do you have a counter? No? Okay, because the Bitterblade can take a counter as well. And I do think he would have actually, I do think that he would have countered that had he had one. So now I have Scarab Feast, which I think is actually super good against him. I can shrink the power on his Enigma Drakes. I can keep him from embalming the other thing. Let's go ahead and just Exemplar right now. Okay. Put them on yourself. Yep. Okay. And we attack with these. And I guess Hapatra just takes the counter herself. Okay. It's not like there's a lot that somehow super punish. I guess right now I have a whole bunch of 1 toughness creatures. If they had whatever it's called, Blazing Volley, I'd just shit myself. Well, I'm not actually going to shit myself right now because that just doesn't sound fun. So they could also have a cancel right here. Do you have cancel? Do you actually have cancel too? Do you have blazing volley? Oh no, okay. You have another one. Oh gosh, that was a thing. They were probably so happy when I put that counter on Hapatra. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, do we just cycle Shafet? Do we just run out start? Or do we try to like hold Shafet to let's cycle Shafet. Yeah, I think that's correct. I'll have 2 mana left over. What can I play on 2? Nothing white. Mostly green. Okay, yeah. Let's go get my other planes. And I draw what? Another Shafet. That's actually not terrible. I'll play that Shafet. I guess this was a bit of a mistake. Maybe I should have left black out just because I knew that I could cycle Scarab Feast, but I don't think I want to cycle Scarab Feast. I think it's just potentially so good against him that it's not worth cycling. I think I probably just want to cast it. Rubble. Okay. So that just means I have to cast start next turn. I'll live. I guess I'll just do it right now because it lowers the odds of him having a relevant counter. The only thing that he could have right now for this is Censor, and I can pay for Censor. Okay. Floodwaters. Okay. That's a use of 6 mana I'm not going to freak out about. Okay. So let's play Shafet. And let's just play the Festering. Why not? Okay. So that must mean he doesn't care to block for whatever reason. Okay. He's not going to block. Glyphkeeper. That's okay. In some world, that's okay. Let's attack both. And let's Bitterblade. Okay. So you need to do something. Are you gonna full swing and then play something? Because that seems a little bit risky. You could also just have like a Winds of Rebuke. He has a Fling. Okay, at this point, I have to cycle this and hope that I draw a Haze of Pollen. Freaking combat damage! Why is Haze of Pollen combat damage? Well, that's that. Oh my gosh. This fog sucks. Why is it only combat damage? Oh, well, that was kind of terrible. I was so happy when I drew that Haze Pollen for about a quarter second. Well, Glyphkeeper is quite good. Also, Blazing Volley is MVP. I, I can't believe he had that. So, I mean, this hand is obviously quite good. Of course, I had several quite good hands last time. Okay. So the Vitalist puts me on 4, which does let me cycle Shafet, so I think that's probably worth it. Okay. I think no attacks. Yeah, no attacks. So then I'll Shafet this turn, then I'll have 5 to play Liliana's Mastery. Ooh. Who's that targeting? Vitalist. Okay. Let's go ahead and cycle Shafet. Pick up a Plains. Draw my Jura's Resolve. Oh, I didn't draw Jura's Resolve. That I don't have. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Okay. We're still okay. Let's attack here. I doubt he blocks. Does he want to waste the minus counter? He does. Okay, I'm fine with that. Even though it is about to get punked by this, I still think that's good for me. Because it's not like I would want to trade one of these tokens, which would still be necessary if he exerted, so... I really didn't think he'd block, though. So I'm at what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 off that. Okay. This is pretty obvious what to do then. Bitterblade. Sandworm next turn. So he could have like Sweltering Suns. Although he might not be playing Sweltering Suns in a deck with that. So normal attacks. I guess just play the Sandworm. In case he does have something like Sweltering Suns, this will survive. And it also severely limits his ability to put up blockers. Okay. So probably just small creatures. It probably means that stuff like Shed Weakness goes up in value. Miasmic Mummy might go up in value. Those are probably the things that would be good. And then we cut... What do we cut? Like, maybe we don't need start to finish. Maybe we don't need like start to finish or spring to mind. I think I have enough to get white just for him. Okay, I think that's fine. So I'm a little bit more low to the ground. This hand is fine. Okay. Interesting. He was short a color. Okay. Coming off the gate swinging, aren't we? It's Hapatra. Trial of Zeal. It's not the end of the world. Okay. I assume this attacks. I don't block. No. Exert? Oh, okay. Yeah, normal attack seemed right. Huh. I think we just play Bitter Blade here. Okay. So next turn, I do have the option to Gravedigger something. So something dying this turn would not be terrible. I just showed him that I won't block with Hapatra, so it's possible that he will assume that I won't again. What is this? Okay, that's on Hapatra. Okay, well something died regardless then. What are our attacks like today? Just that? That, I think, is a good attack. Okay. Certainly under some pressure here. Please. Okay. Go ahead. So next turn we have what? Like, we can't actually Hapatra and Bitterblade, unfortunately. We can cycle Sandworm, maybe? Bitterblade cycles Sandworm? Okay. Are you also able to play out your hand? Because that would suck for me. No? Okay. Yeah, that's good. Do I just take 4? I guess. Don't want to. Okay, now I can Hapatra and Bitterblade. So that's something. Okay. And you have burn. No. What is this? Cycle? Do you drop cycle? Oh, just fanbearer. Okay. This is certainly a problem. I'm at 5 mana. So I do have Wonder and Death, so if I can make profitable trades, I want to, for sure. The problem is, like, I can't make a trade with this at all. Okay, more first strike shenanigans. He gets to swing for 5 first strike. Okay, I have to block here. I mean, that's just how it is. So we'll double block. Do you have a trick? If you have a trick too, then I'll be in trouble. I mean, I'm in trouble. Let's be serious. Okay, you're killing the Gravedigger. Okay. Vitalist. I would not say that Vitalist is a great draw. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start chumping this, unfortunately. So I think at this point we probably have to cycle the Sandworm. Okay, what possibly gets me out of this? Like, nothing. Gideon, but I'm a long way from Gideon. It might just be Gideon, though. That might be, like, the only thing that I really have. Cartouche of Strength with an exerted Bitterblade. I guess let's go ahead and cycle this, too. Doesn't make me happy. Okay, does that help me at all? Maybe. Probably more than playing the Vitalist. Okay. Okay, presumably he taps something else as well. Am I just actually dead deterministically? He taps one of these, I only have 1 blocker left. And then he has 3 attackers. He'll exert here. Okay. No taps. I think that was probably a mistake. Why didn't you tap stuff? Or is he just going to tap it right now for some reason? No, he's going to let me block. Okay. I guess I don't really have anything I can do with this, honestly, with the way he attacked. Because I'd have to, like, chump chump. Is that the only thing I can do? I can't let... I have to block two things, so I could block here, but then Shed Weakness does nothing. Yeah, I'm just dead. Okay. I do think I sided correctly, though. So I think we've run this back. I'm trying to think what else might be good. I guess it's strictly possible that, like, Pitiless is good. Yeah, I'd say that this is another good hand. I keep having what appear to be really good hands, and it's all been for naught. Okay. Bitterblade. Get in there. Cycle something. Flame Blade, huh? Okay. Well, I think we just go ahead and you could have cycling. So I think we go ahead and exert. Because you'd only have to have one cycler for it to be a serious issue, and now there's no point in him cycling. Okay, then we play Cursed, and say go. So, he did have a cycler, a 2-mana cycler though. Okay, no blocks. I'm not going to Synchronize Strike or anything. Let me just do that. And now I have to start thinking about whether I would like to cycle the Sandworm, assuming I'm not priced into Synchronized Strike. At the moment on this board, I think the answer is no. Okay. I think we're close enough to casting it that it's fine. Okay, what is this? Okay. Uh-huh. This is actually fine for me, because I'm just going to Synchronize Strike it, get an extra 4 damage, and not lose my creature. You want that guy. Okay. 1, 2. And then we get to Bitterblade anyway, so I actually get to use all my mana this turn, which is pretty cool. Okay. Attack, attack. And you're at 5. That's pretty good for me. Against what ended up being a pretty slow start. So you can Embalm now if you want. Do you have something better to do with the mana? I really do like countering burn with pump. You have 6 cards in hand, and you have the ability to embalm this, but embalming that... Embalming it does not save you. Yeah, embalming it doesn't save you. You'd have to, like, chomp and block, take 3, lose the angel... Not the angel, whatever this is. Soldier. As you don't die, but I mean, it's just, like, terrible for you. Okay, I mean, I think we just go all out here. Why not? I think this prices you into the worst things. So now you basically have the same choices. So the only way that you live here is block, block. Okay, if you have a cycler, then these guys get to trade. All these trade. Okay, you have another attendant. Okay. You take 3. I paradise, I guess. Wait. Put it on this. So now I have sandworm. And I'm at 20. I can't see you coming back from this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yes, this guarantees my sandworm next turn. And now you have to either remove this or put down 2 blockers. Attendant doesn't do it. What is this? 4 for electrify. Okay. And now you have to put down... Here the attendant actually will do it, which is a bit of a shame. But not for long. Limits of solidarity. Okay. Okay. He didn't want to get into a Trump match, I guess. So, I think this deck definitely has a removal problem. Like, a Splendid Agony is the type of thing that it should have and doesn't. Oh, I think I won all my die rolls. This hand looks good. Okay. Doesn't really matter. White. Okay. So next turn I'll have 3, and then I can skip to 5 if I want. Winter Priest. Okay, so I don't need to cartouche that. Ooh, there's a reason to skip to 5. So let's go ahead and exert this. Okay, play gift on this. So yeah, I will now have 5 next turn and the double black. So that should actually be a pretty strong opening. Okay. and you don't have cancel. You could have censor. Can't have censor now. Okay, that's gonna get strength soon, but this is the better play right now. Okay. Go ahead. So next turn, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can Exemplar and Cartouche if I'd like. That doesn't sound too bad. Kill the Gustwalker. Okay. That is actually kind of annoying. Maybe I actually kill those who serve. I actually think I do. Its ability to just sit and fade my 3s is really irritating. I guess I could also... I also have the option to Cartouche the zombie, fight the Gustwalker, and then in the future that one can get through, but I think I'd rather just kill the zombie. That's so weird to me, but I think it's the right choice. Cartouche, fight those who serve. Okay. Then we can exert and attack, and he doesn't have good blocks. If he wants to trade Gustwalker for the zombie, I'm fine with that. Is that what he's going to do? Okay. Gustwalker first. Okay. And then we just play, well, 2, 3, 4, 5. This could guarantee me 6. Let's go with the Exemplar. Put him here. Okay. Shimmer Scale. Okay. Gideon. Yeah. Sure. Let's cast good old Gideon. Okay. Shimmer Scale. Damage prevented. Okay. And then we attack. Okay. It's basically your only decent thing. And then we just play out the Cultivator. Now I can't chip at Gideon. assume he has 4 cards in hand. He's facing down, so this Gideon's what, a 4/4? Is that right? Yeah. Compulsory Rest, Bitterblade. I'm going to assume that that means that he has like a Winds of Rebuke for the zombie? Is there like another possibility? In that case... Okay, I'm going to go ahead and still plus, because that means that my Exemplar can attack, which I think is worth it. After this, it won't need Gideon to help. I doubt you can take 7. I'm going to assume you have Winds of Rebuke. No? Why did he compulsory rest that? That's very curious. Huh. Okay. Big ol' zombie. Everyone loves pumped zombie. Everyone loves pumped zombie. Dusk. Well, that explains it, but that's fine. Okay. I mean, it's kind of just fine. I still have Gideon. I guess he doesn't love pumped zombie. Do I just go ahead and sack this? Nah, I'm not anywhere close to dead, and it is actually pretty good at taking counters right now. So, my intention is like to Gravedigger Curse Minotaur. That's 7 mana, which I don't have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I thought I had more than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For some reason I thought I had 6. Okay. So I can only do one of those things, but that's fine. So we're going to go ahead and 0 Gideon. And let's attack with Gideon. Okay, go to 3. And then I Gravedigger to get back Curse Minotaur. Ooh. Nifty. So if he dawns right now, he just gets back Gustwalker. Oh, he gets back those who serve too. Yeah, it's power, not CMC. But what, you replay Gustwalker, I assume? I mean, that's not really that good for you. You just have to chump. I will eventually draw lands. So we go ahead and 0. We attack with Gideon. You chump with Anointer Priest. Yep. And then I just say go. I have 6 mana right now. I'll have 7 next turn. Because I will sack the Cultivator. You attacking Gideon? Okay. he's attacking me. I don't think you're gonna kill me from 24, dude. And I'm essentially at 26. Especially through the Gideon. So what, are you gonna embalm Anointer Priest? Play those who serve? This is how much? Yeah. Oh! Talkrop. Okay. So let's go ahead and sack this. Go get a swamp. Ooh, that's a good draw too. So I think we just go ahead and 0 Gideon again. And attack. I assume you chump with those who serve. Okay. Then I play Sandworm while your counters are down. Nope, not that. Okay. Neither of your guys can block this. Embalmed Anointer Priest can't block it. Okay. So what might be useful here? Any of these? I mean, you would kind of think that maybe Scarab Feast is good. He has an Anointer Priest, so he probably has other Embalm as well, probably. And then you can also like hit the Aftermath. So like we put that in and we take out the Cultivator maybe? Yeah. Okay. This hand is not great, but it's acceptable, I guess, especially on the draw. Okay. It's not really what I want to be drawing. Probably am going to cycle the Sandworm. Guardian, okay. Now I'm definitely cycling the Sandworm. Maybe his deck is more aggressive than I thought. Yeah, go ahead. Can't imagine what he could cast here that made me not want to cycle the Sandworm. But it is Anointer Priest. Okay. I drew another forest. Okay, so we have the option of what? Kudu here? It's probably Kudu, not Spring to Mind, right? Probably. Just get something on the board. Okay. This can now bounce with Gabbrinth Lardian, yeah. So Synchronized Strike can actually pop Labyrinth Guardian if I want, while still getting value for me, which is kind of cool. Yeah, he clearly has a trick. What is this trickiness? Or he just wants to get in 1 damage, one or the other, but I think I'd like to see the trick. Well, I thought it was going to be impeccable timing, but which I was fine with, because it was going to eat the Kudu anyway. I guess he just really wanted the 1 damage. Okay. Ooh. I think it is definitely true. That Scarab Feast was probably good against him. He has a lot of stuff to recur. So let's go ahead and attack. Okay, and then I'm not going to play the Bitter Blade. I'm going to attempt to set up the Synchronized Strike, because it could be super good for me. And it could just look like I'm color screwed right now. I mean, I guess I am. I'm having some color trouble, but it's not really costing me yet. So that's nice. I'm going to assume he full swings here. Okay. So I go ahead and I synchronize strike you and you. Labyrinth Guardian sacks. This untaps, gets bigger. Let's go to blocks, and I eat your Devoted Cropmate. I think that was worth not playing the Bitterblade. So now if I draw any land, I can Bitterblade and Spring. Talkrop Elite, okay. And indeed that is exactly what I'm going to do. So we attack. It's not like I can block Talkrop anyway. We play Bitterblade. We play Spring to Mind and get a Plains. Okay. Go ahead. So Talkrop Elite's a little bit scary. I'm on what, 6 mana right now? So if, heck, with a land I could play Greater Sandworm, but I'm not going to play it into an Essence Scatter. I think that's too big a game. So he has the option to Embalm Labyrinth Guardian this turn if he wants. I can go for another Synchronized Strike Blowout if he does. No way I could have it twice, right? Okay. I'm not sure why you're attacking with the Priest. You haven't had a trick the last 2 times. You would have had to have just drawn it. So I think you're bluffing. Apparently you were bluffing. Okay, Embalm Labyrinth Guardian. I drew the land, so we can Sandworm all day. All day. We'll go ahead and exert here. Actually, just attack with both. Let's see what he does. Okay, I'm fine with that. I don't really want to cast Synchronized Strike right now anyway, since your counters are down. So, my opponent's definitely in a pretty tough position, right? Okay, that helped. But, I mean, it's not winning the game. Okay. It's a little bit scary, though, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. I think I go ahead and attack and then try to set up Synchronized Strike. Well, let's... because I'm at 9. Yeah. I think that's what we have to do. I don't think trying to push through extra damage was the right thing to do, because I would have pushed through, like, what? 8, 9 at the most. Yeah, I don't think that was worth it, so that would have been at 5. Okay, how are you attacking? Full attack? Okay. Go ahead and synchronize strike both my people? Or do I just go ahead and... Yeah, I think it's safer to just do it like this. Because then I am guaranteed that this dies even if he has like a counter. Whereas the other way I'm not. And it's not like I can block this anyway. Okay, block here. I take 2. Okay. So you could like Dawn to get back Anointer Priest. That's pretty bad. Shimmer Scale. Okay. I do need to draw something for sure. I'm not sure that's it. I only have like one more turn after this from their power in the air, and I can't even attack with Kudu. Okay, so this has to exert. And I cast Curse Minotaur. Okay. So next turn, I'm not threatening lethal. Okay. Just for the card draw. Oh wait, he has lethal with Exert. I missed that. Not that I could have done anything differently. Okay. He didn't miss it. I really needed to draw planes there. Okay. Do I need to change anything? I actually think maybe Cultivator is not bad here. He's actually decently aggressive. And this does help to fade the ground creatures. In which case I take out maybe Spring to Mind again. Since I'm bringing in another way to get a land. Okay, I will play first. This hand is extremely mediocre. Like, I think I just mull this. Shit! No! Okay, this is alright. So we keep 5. They stayed on 6. Yeah. I actually don't think I need that. Okay. Okay. Of course. Okay. It's not the most exciting thing of all time. Hapatra, however, is pretty good. I'm not sure that she's actually good here, though, unfortunately. I could play like Cultivator Hapatra or just go for the Minotaur, and I think the answer is go for the Minotaur, honestly. It's not like I have a way to put counters on and she can't swing through right now. Okay. That's actually pretty good. So's that. I think I just go to develop my board this turn, though. I think we just play this, play Hapatra. Well, what are my options here? Swing there, and he doesn't really do anything unless I synchronize strike, but if I synchronize strike, he's doing 5. Yeah, that's actually really bad. So we just play Hapatra. Okay. Now I just need to put some counters on shit. Apparently this is a big decision for them. I mean, honestly, we're just kind of like in a board stall. My board is better, but they have 5 cards in hand. 5 more cards in hand than I do. Okay. Okay. Not the worst. So now we could like attack with Hapatra and Curse Minotaur. That actually kind of seems like a thing, right? Because they're gonna want to block. Because if they don't, it's not. They're just not taking. They're not just taking damage. They're also getting attritioned. Impeccable timing. That's okay. It's a little bit less surprising now, I guess, but. It does mean that it like trades with those who serve now, which is a bit of a shame, but because it'll have 3 damage marked on it. But it's still a trade with those who serve. And they're taking 5 off the zombie. Oh, right, they can just block with that. Shit. Okay, that's fine. Can't do anything about it. So I spent Synchronized Strike to take half the Anointer Priest and an Impeccable Timing and some damage. I guess that's okay. Their board is developing better than mine. Okay. Oh. Okay. What do I do with that? I wish I could like sack this. This doesn't even trade. Yeah, I think we just attack with the Minotaur. Pretend I have a trick. Pretend. Hopefully they decide that they would like to block him. That and Anointed Priest. That's all of them. Okay. Would you rather kill the first half of Labyrinth Guardian or the first half of Anointed Priest? Probably Labyrinth Guardian. Yeah. Okay. Now we wonder in death. Bring back Hapatra and Cursed. And then we replay Hapatra. Okay. I think that was a decent turn, I guess. They have so much ability to recur. I did bring in Scarab Feast, right? I hope so. I should have if I didn't. I did. Excellent. Okay. Okay. So we're going to play this, obviously. Do they have a counter? Okay. Cancel. Okay. Go ahead, and then I'll sack the Cultivator. Okay, Priest comes back. We start getting some sick life gain. Okay, that's fine. Oh, cancel. We need to block with it. Do you have a trick? And you knew I could do that, so... Did you think maybe I didn't know I could do that? Let's go get the other planes. Okay. Not really what I wanted. Okay. I guess just pass. That is unfortunate. Now they're going to start getting ahead. I don't need to play the land, because if I draw my 7 drop, I can play it then. And now it looks like I have a trick, maybe. Okay, gain 2 life. Can't F6 or I lose the illusion. I assume this attacks. Just that. Okay, that's fine. I don't have the trick. You don't have more, do you? You have more. Okay. And that isn't a bad draw. At all. Okay, we put the counter on Vitalist, I guess. We make a snake. Okay. Now I think things are okay. Gust Gustwalker, okay. No attacks. Okay, so do I attack with Decimator Beetle right now? My feeling is no. Their board is too big. I'd rather like try to have a trick or something, and I'm just gonna be getting attacked by Gustwalker right now. Because like if I do that, I get to shrink something, and then they have to conjure up like 5 power. So let's say that they put like 1, 2, 3. It's probably their best to get 5 power. And then I get to kill just those who serve. That's pretty bad. So I don't think I attack. Just too bad. It's not worth trading for frickin' those who serve, that's for sure. Okay, you do not Gustwalker attack. That's not bad for me. I know that they have counters though, so I don't think I play it. Well, what are the... I'd rather maybe try to bait the counter. I mean, they're not going to like tap to where they can't cast a Essence Scatter or something, but that's so good on this board. Commit. I actually think that's maybe good for me. Unless they just memory. But I'd be kind of okay with that. It wouldn't be like the best thing ever for me, but... since I do have the Sandworm now. Okay, you're going to attack with Gustwalker now. You're going to attack with those who serve. Surely more than just that. Okay. Okay, this exerts. Does not. Okay. Winds of... oh, shit. Well, that just made this terrible for me. Now I wish I played the Sandworm. And he's almost certainly going to commit now. Or memory now. Okay. Well, I'm going to chump with this for sure. Do I want to trade... okay. He's almost certainly going to memory. So maybe I cycle the Sandworm? Well, maybe he won't. If this combat goes well for him, he probably just won't. Okay, I think like Vitalist probably chumps. I take 6. I think that's okay, actually. Are you going to memory? You're not going to memory. Okay, and your counters are now down. Well, if you had Sparring Mummy, then why didn't you exert the Gustwalker? Okay. Okay. So Exemplar of Strength is decent. I'm not sure when I get the chance to cast it. He might memory now. Also, I'm drawing Decimator Beetle next turn. Alright. Yeah. They have one card in hand. Okay, their attacks look like what? Full attack. That seems a bit desperate. Okay, so they have 2, 3, 5, 7, 10, 11, 13. Are they just trying to get me to trade Hapatra? Could they okay, what could they have? They could have Inoketra's name. If they have Inoketra's name, I'm dead, right? I blocked 2 of these, so like the 2 3s, I guess, would be the best I could do there, and then they would have 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I actually can't play around Inoketra's name anyway. If that's their card, then that's their card. So I shouldn't play around it. They could have Mighty Leap. Okay, so let's see. I don't have anything to do before blocks. Sandworm is going to block just one of the 3s. It doesn't really matter which. You, I guess. So I'm currently taking 3, 4, 5, 10. I'm currently taking 13. Is that right? I thought I counted something different last time. 3, 5. 3, 5. Yeah. 8, 9, 10, 11. That's what okay, that's what I thought it was. Does Hapatra block? Trying Decimator Beetle next turn. And I can play Exemplar of Strength. So if they have like Mighty Leap, okay, I think we do play around Mighty Leap and block with Hapatra there. If they have Inoketra's name, I'm dead anyway. Okay, I'm at 3. I might regret having traded the Hapatra because it would have given me another Death Toucher. Oh, wait, I'm not trying Decimator Beetle this turn. What? Oh, you put 2 cards above shit. Yeah. Well, that actually probably means I'm dead. It does. Dang it. Thought I was trying Decimator Beetle. Yeah, I'm dead, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he has 4. Dang it. I thought this deck could have done better than that. Oh well. But